Good afternoon and welcome to Music Scrap, the musical scrapper, in an impromptu on a Wednesday afternoon. Let's see. Eileen's not here yet, neither's Dr. Dot. Better get them over here. Anyway, so I've been dying to continue working on this since Monday. So when both Joyce and Debbie said they couldn't stream today, I was like, well, I'm going to stream. So I've been using my 1/2-inch flat, which is a Dessert's brand. I have been using my number 7 and my number 5 so far. I may need a number 1 later. My number 5 Zen brush, and my number 7 Zen brush. Thanks, Kimberly. Alright, so I need to add another yellow layer. Oh, by the way, thanks to some research by Miss Allie, we found out who did this artwork, and it's actually digital art, believe it or not. Oh my gosh, I have to look it up on my computer, because there's a few glass images that she has done. So let me look up her name. Furumaru. Furumaru. And Allie found it on Devient Art. So that is the artist, Furumaru, who did this work. Hey, Heather. Hey, Grammy. So we have Orla, we have an anonymous, we have Linda Army, I call her LA. We have Barb W, we have Heather, Diane, Grammy, Judy Patootie, we have Karen, K More Karen, Kimberly, Linda with a Y, Linda Ray. We have May from Norway. We have Miss Q. We have MZB9SSY. Hello, not sure if you have a name besides just your login number. We have Lynn, and we have Patty72. We have TT, Tar Heel Teresa, and we have Colleen. Cheshire Cat just found me. Hello, Cheshire. All right. So I need to work on my yellow. Actually, I think before I keep working on the yellow, I think I need to put in the shadows of the orange and the 2 cherries, so that my yellow layers will go over top. So I am going to paint those in. I need to spritz my palette here. So I'm using Shinhan, SHINHAN, PWC watercolors. That's the highest grade watercolor that they make. Hey, Ange. Nice to see you. You must be sneaking in from work. So we won't tell your secret. Shh. Uh-oh, got a little indigo in my orange, so I'm going to have to be careful. Yep, I'm getting there, Ange. Getting there. At least my body feels normal and human. I don't feel as bad as I sound now, so that's a good thing. I used to feel even worse than I sound, but... Oh, hold on. Let me... Oops, just a second. I didn't even have myself on high here. That should be a little better picture. Just a minute. I can open links here. Okay, so links are open. Okay. And let me see, I have to see what yellow is, what green. It's not a huge reflection of the green, likely because it's so similar to the yellow. And I need a little more of the orange. That's too yellow still. There we go. Alright, so now I need to dry that, and I can use my heat gun now today because I don't have any liquid frisket on there. Yeah, and Heather streams almost every morning, don't you? Well, morning in the UK. Welcome, May, no problem. Like to make sure people get links. Don't want to do a glazing layer if the layer underneath is not dry. So I want to do that yellow now. So I still need another layer of that nice yellow. Let's see, I need to wipe up. Just a moment. My indigo got into some stuff here, so I need to wipe it up. Alright, sorry. Alright, let's get some yellow mixed here. Alright. I totally put the wrong color on there. I was using orange instead of my yellow. And glaze right over that red. Makes it show that the red is being reflected in that glass. Now this is not regular fruit. This is glass fruit. So they are all glass. Oh yeah, and Heather also has her cool travel palettes that she has created. Hey, Grammy. Hey, Joan. Nice to see you. I'm glad you saw that I was coming on an impromptu. I want to dry this because I want to work on my green. And I don't want it bleeding through. Nice crisp edges because it's glass. Alright, so green. Alright, so my green for this center part is pretty good, but I don't have it very smooth. So I'm going to do another layer and try and smooth out the texture, because it's glass, so there is texture in the orange, actually, the glass orange, but there is no texture in the pear. I think I'm going to use the smaller brush, my 5, so that I have a little better control. So I'm just not going to use much paint. It's going to be a light layer. Just going to try and smooth out this center part here. I think I need to add a little bit of blue into the mixture. That's better. And all right, and now I need to make one with even more blue. So that it's darker, I'm going to add a smidge of indigo. I have to be careful because the indigo will take over. I need to wet my indigo. Indigo is Mission Gold brand because it came free with the palette. There we go. All right. So now here. Hello, Lynn. I'm sorry, it's really hard to keep up with the chat when you're watercoloring because you have to work while your paper oh shoot, hold on. Where are my Kleenex? Oh, there they are. Hold on, I need to fix this here. Okay. Oh, shoot. Put that in the wrong one. Dang it. Went in my clean jar. Okay, gotta do my darks here so that I don't lose my place. Sorry, just dabbing a little bit of the water off. Bye, Ange. Hey, Dee Dee. If I missed anyone else coming in, I apologize. I think I need to do a little removal here. I ended up with a little too much green here. And down this side too. See if it'll lift. It should lift okay. You just wet it. So I still have to do a yellow wash over the whole thing. Trying to fuzz up some of these edges a little bit. Alright, so I need to do a yellow. I still have to do a yellow wash here. Heat gun. So if you're watching on YouTube.tv or YouTube, I mean, and you've ever seen me before, you know that this is recorded live on Ustream.tv. So there is chat, although I find it hard to chat with the live chat when I'm doing. I forgot to do these. There we go, that's better. I need to actually add a little lemon yellow to that. Brighten, cool it down a little bit. All right, that's good. Uh-oh. My window reflection is not shaped properly here, but not too much I can do right now about it. It's gonna have to do All right, so let's go over and work on the orange a bit here. So I need some alizarin crimson for my shadows. So that's what I'm going to do next, is my alizarin crimson shadows. Alright, so I gotta hold my paper here so I can see. So need more water. Alright. My upstairs neighbor, I don't know what she puts in her washing machine, but man, it sure thumps and bumps a lot. She obviously doesn't put it in evenly. Okay, so I need to soften up this line a little bit. So go in with a damp brush and wet just beyond your line, and that will soften it up a little bit. Need to bring it up just a little bit here, and it's got some sputtles. And yes, I painted over that on purpose and pulling it back out because it's actually a red tinted highlight. So the alizarin crimson should stain the paper enough to leave a red highlight instead of an orange one on that back part, I'm hoping anyway. There we go. Hey, Judy. Hi, Allie. Once again, there's Allie. Miss Allie is the one who discovered the artist for this. The artist is Furumaru. And I found the original. I found it posted on Devient Art. So... All right, let's do another glaze on our cherries here. They are also alizarin crimson, but they need a little bit of green mixed in. Okay, so there's my alizarin crimson. I'm going to mix a little bit of shadow green in with it. To darken it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. So I'll do my darks before I go back and do another mid-tone. I don't think that's still not dark enough. Oh, sugar. I forgot to check for too much water. And it went way over my circle. Oh, well, that'll turn into a shadow anyway. All right, so I still need to add some more green. Okay. I think I need to add some indigo. I'm going to add some indigo in. See what that does for this other one, because I think that'll be a better color. Oh yeah, that's better. That's more like the shadows I'm seeing. Trying to learn some brush technique while I'm at it, and there's so much to learn. Thanks, Dee Dee. And I know not as many people are as interested in watercolor as mixed media, but it's what I want to do, so gotta do it, you know. Gotta learn more before I can move on to something, you know. Not that I'll never do a journal page, I will, but I just love it. Now, Need to dry that and then do an alizarin crimson. Thanks, Barb. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Pears starting to look right. Thanks, Dee Dee. Thanks, Alan. I don't have any distress crayons in Tim Holtz. Yeah, Barb, why change now? I've always been the one who likes to do something different. So why change that now? Okay, so now I'm going to do my alizarin crimson wash. Everything except the brightest bright, which actually does need a wash, but anyway. Trying to fix my edges because my circles kind of got lost. Trickiest part is seeing all the layers, and you have to see the layers that are underneath when you're doing watercolor, because that's what you have to paint first. I'm gonna have to pull out that bright because dang. I need to get some Q-tips in here. Oh, I do have some, actually. Come to think of it, I do have some Q-tips in a bag in my drawer here, somewhere, probably on the bottom. Because I know got some in a bag with, there they are. Aha! With my sponges. Thanks, Heather. Yeah, and I'm trying to do, like, you know, I guess what people would call traditional watercolors. So I like using watercolors with stamps and on cards and stuff like that too. But I want to learn traditional watercolors. So I'm going to stick my Q-tip in the water. You just want to dab. You don't want to scrub because you'll wreck your paper. Now, I also have to pull out a rather large, because I don't have any white paint, or I would use it white watercolor. I don't want to use gouache because it's not I may have to use a watered down. I do have white gouache somewhere. I lost this bright reflection up here. But the green's not coming out. So I'll have to see. I may have to use my gouache on that. I don't know what I did with my gouache. I found my tube of gouache the other day, but I didn't. I should have poured some in my palette when I found it. I think I put it up there in a drawer. I think I'll have to find it. Do it. It's at the end anyway. That's funny. My poor cherries. I really wish I could draw a straight, well, rounded lines, that is. I wonder if this will help. This might help. This poor guy looks like he has a pointy head. Okay, I can do. All right, let's see. What other shadows do I need? All right. So, on my yellow, I'll go back to my cherries later. On my yellow, I need some orange. Whoops. Actually, I think I need my smaller brush because it's just a fine line of orange. Going up on the point to get a nice line there. And on the other side, there's green from the pear. Hi, CB. Nice to see you. All right, now I've got a little indigo needed here. And I need a very little bit of indigo in my yellow for a wash down here. right, and then I think on that I only need a lemon yellow wash. Still have to do all the shadows here. Hey, Tara. I'm getting there, CB. Getting there. I'm at about 80% voice today. No singing still, obviously. All right. The stems of the cherries are coming from underneath. I'm going to do them in the light green first, and I'll add the shadow green later. Night, Heather. Thanks for dropping in. Dee Dee. Funny Hubster. He's so funny. All right. So I think my pear is done except for the stem. So let's do the stem. I need to take a little alizarin crimson and mix it with my green to make the brown for the stem. And my pear. So you want to use the colors that you already have. On your Oh, CB, she did like a major stream today. Major stream. Oh, dang it. Hold on. Forgot something. I forgot to leave my highlight down here. It won't look like glass without that. I think I need a new tissue. Oh, good. This color lifts nicely. Very nice. Whew. Alright, so now I need a little... I need to wet this part here to get a nice smooth, because when I did my background I didn't put in the shadows there, so I need to do that. But I want it wet on wet so it's nice and smooth. Sorry, I'm not chatting much. Oh, is Joan being cheeky? Oh dear. My orange got a little fat here somehow. Not quite sure how that happened. Alright, I need to do some more shading on my orange here. A little more Alizarin Crimson. Sorry, need a little more indigo in my alizarin crimson here. There we go. Can use Payne's Gray instead of indigo, but I don't have any Payne's Gray. There we go. Indigo seems to work fine for me. That's funny. Maybe that's why your cat likes me so much, because I sound like you, Lynn. That could explain it. Proportions aren't quite right on this, but I guess I'm just making it my own, right? Poor kitty. All right, got a wash ready for that once that dries. Okay, heat gun. I've got to darken up those cherries a little more. One more wash, I think, of pure alizarin crimson should do it. And a wash of lemon yellow on my apple. And I need Tara, sorry. Especially when I'm not talking much. When I art journal, I can talk a little more. Okay, it's almost dry. I'll do my cherries first because they are dry and they just need a nice coat of alizarin crimson. So I'll accept over the just to make the color a little richer. And nice and smooth. Okay. All right, so my yellow is ready for a nice lemon yellow wash now, just to cool down the orangey yellow. So oh my gosh. I did put lots of water in it, I thought, but obviously not enough. Where's my picture? Yep. Okay. So I'll let that dry, then I need to do the stem. Thanks, Tara. All right, this is ready for its final wash of orange. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet the orange and actually do this final. It's not going to be a glaze, it's going to be a wet on wet. Oh, well, I guess that wasn't dry, was it? Thought it felt dry, but it wasn't. So I kind of took care of that final glaze anyway then, didn't it? I'm just gonna put some daubs here. Unlike the other ones, this one is not smooth. They actually did it so that it shows some of the stippling in the skin of an orange. Barb glazing is like what I did with the yellow, when you do a thin wash over a completely dry pre-painted area. So when I put the yellow over this, the yellow was completely dry, so that was considered a glaze. This one was not considered a glaze. It's called infusing color. Well, it's called a wet and wet application because I wet the area beforehand. Alright, so I need to finish the stem on my pear. I need to finish the stems on my cherries and my apple. And actually there's a stem on the orange too, but okay, so, and of course I am new to this, so so let me do another layer on this pear stem. This is called a glaze because the stem is dry. And now I'm going to go up more on the tip of my brush because the cherries need a thinner line here. And I need more alizarin crimson. It needs to be darker. Hey Rebecca, yes I do. I study. I've watched a lot of the Northlight watercolor videos, even for the styles that I don't like painting. I don't want to paint abstract watercolor, but I still watch them because you learn a lot of brush techniques still. Even though they're not painting in a style you ever think you'll paint in. And it's just a short little stem here on the orange. So you don't usually get stems on oranges at all. Not here anyway. Alright, let's just dry here. I should have used a I need to get a smaller brush for my cherry I already ruined it because they're way too thick, but I know I've got a little brush here. There we go. There's a little detail brush. Oops. Make sure there's no drops of water on your brush, your ferrule, or your handle, because they'll drop on your project and ruin it. I know, me either. But I mean, it's funny because it's definitely an orange because they have all the stippling on it and everything. So it's not an orange apple. But there's a stem on it, so I'll put a stem on it. Whatever. I mean, there has to be some kind of stem at some point, right? Because it grows off the tree, but anyway. Oh, I need a bigger one for the stem. Yeah. Excuse me. Hey, Jillian. Okay, Dee Dee, thanks so much for dropping in. Right. I don't like what's happened with this orange at all. I don't like this side at all. It's not supposed to be there. I may later on fix it by adding some, no, because that would really, it would show up. I was going to say add some medium, but all right, so let's finish the shadows. All right. Oh, all right, I need my smallest one first to get a really good line of dark. clean tissue. Ooh. Alright, so I'm going to wet the areas here and here and go in with my, sorry, I've got a paintbrush in my mouth, my alizarin crimson. Hey, Carmen. Hello. Well, this is an impromptu stream, Carmen. We don't usually stream on Wednesdays, but Joycey wasn't streaming, and Debbie was going to stream, but then she fell and hurt herself, too, so I thought, oh, I'm dying to work on and finish my watercolors, so I thought, why not? I really think I need to go to my smaller brush here. And I've got some lines. I'll try and scrub out the blooms there that I don't want. Soften up this edge so it kind of moves into the darker shadow. Oh, now I messed that up. Oh no. Uh-oh. Well, good luck, Dawn. I hope you don't lose your power. That happened to us once, and they were actually doing work on our power grid. And we didn't actually lose power, but it was flickering and all right. People are tweeting me. I'm not sure why. I hope everyone can still see and hear me. I'm pretty sure you'd say something in chat if something happened, though. So, I'm assuming... Well, everybody likes different ones. I know that Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, her favorites are the M-grams. I was hoping to get some M-grams, but at the time, that I was able to start buying some professional watercolors. I still couldn't quite afford the number that I wanted for my double palette plus my neutrals in the M grams. So I found the Shinhan, Shinhan watercolors, and they come out of Korea. And so they're very new, but they have several different levels. They have 2 student grade versions and 2 artist grade. They have an artist grade and then they have a professional fine artist grade. And I've got the PWCs, which is the top grade of the Shinhan. And they are wonderful to paint with. Compared to the Cotman, which were nice for me to start with and practice with. But, oh, the Shinhans are wonderful. Okay, this time I'm going to wet for the shadows, just to see if I get better flow here. More softness. Definitely. Much better. Okay, see, that was a much easier way to do the shadow than the way I tried to do it over here. So, that's good to know. Thanks, Tina. Hi. Bye, Allie. Thanks again for researching and finding the origin of this for me. I appreciate that a lot. I'm going to add a little more orange here too. I'm going to do the other side in a minute. But you wet it, but then you have to wait till you don't want to put your paint on when it's soaking wet. You want to have a shine, but you want it soak in just a little bit. There, I'm just going to add a little more color to that glow. Alright, so I need to wet this side again. To do my indigo shadow. Thank you, Carmen. Oh no, Dorothy. It's terrible. I'm not sure we can blame Ustream this time, though, Dorothy. If your power's going on and off, I'm sure that is interfering with your signal as well. Didn't mean to get that much on my brush. Spread it. All right. So I still need to do a little work around the pear here. That still doesn't look, still need to do a little green. All right, I need to do a shadow here for the pear. Stem. And I need a smaller brush. Oh, water. Gotta watch for drips. Oh. For goodness sakes, keep reaching for the wrong bottle. There we go. All right, that looks better. Thanks, Joan. Okay. Need to soften my indigo edge here just a little bit. So let's add some there. Hold on. trying to get a thin mix here of yellow for one more glaze here. Little lemon in it. There we go. So it's nice and bright. Okay, I think I'm just about there. I think that's good. Yeah, Xandra's always 7:30 Eastern. 7:30 on Sunday and 7:30 on Wednesday. She comes on, she often turns on her camera about 7:15. 8:30 Eastern. Oh, she's usually 7:30. Thanks, Rebecca. So I'm just going to sign it. I've got an orange drop there, but oh well. I don't put my full name, I just put my initial. Oh, I guess I should really start signing my full name instead of just J Pitts. I can't write with a brush. I don't know why I'm trying, because Lindsay said it should. Nah, I'm not going to. So I will sign it once that's dry. I'll just go over that where I started the J, so. Thank you, Tara. The pear looks cool. I'm really happy with the pear. Actually, the yellow apple's not bad. The orange is okay. Cherries, yeah. But here's the original by Furumaru. German, I believe. A German. Yeah, I will upload it to my YouTube, the Musical Scrapper. Musical Scrapper is all one word. On YouTube. So I'm very happy with that. I think it's okay. Especially the pear. So, I have a couple from Lindsay's class that I am going to paint and work on. I don't know if I won't do them online, obviously, because they're from a paid-for class. But, so thanks, everyone, for coming to my impromptu stream. Oh, thanks, Kimberly's husband. Thank you so much. So, I am excited to be back and doing work again. And if you watched on the recording, thank you so much. And I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm still going to stream my normal time tomorrow, 1-ish Eastern. 1 Eastern tomorrow afternoon. Thanks a lot. Bye.